Alrighty, might as well get started since it's dead on 8 o'clock. Urby is not yet here, but I'm sure it will be here momentarily. In the meantime, I will press some buttons and we'll start looking at some maps. I'm sure he won't miss much. To answer your question, high taxes. 2,866 is the one I'm currently on. And that's out of I think the most recent stuff in the map vault is somewhere in the 6,000s. On the other hand, there are far less missing IDs the later you get in the vault. So yeah. 3D 2-bar, which I'm sure wasn't his intention. I don't really know what he was trying to do with this, so I guess we'll figure that out. The imaginative name of new map. Seems like far too much detail for whatever he was doing here. The only thing is, what exactly was his intention to use? How was he using these things? And how is it more useful than just creating these brushes? Because most of this wouldn't be that hard to do on the fly. So I feel turn this up slightly. It's all a little too quiet. Anyway, that's a weird thing. Anyway, D Water Tower by our own Daubster. Supposedly he lost the most recent version at some point, so presumably whatever we're playing will still be the older one, which is a shame, but it happens. I know I've lost a bunch of stuff. Aim Ambient improved. Wait, that's not right. No, that's not right at all. I forgot that one's actually named because it's an external link. Never mind. Sound. Read me. Where's the sound go? It's always ambience. But saves me messing up and having to do it again. Ah, Urby's in. I see Urby in a Discord. I should. Hang on. I'll get him in. One moment.
Thoughts now, look at that.
I have an Urby.
Huzzah!
Look, I have proof. He's speaking. That's all the proof I have.
Huzzah!
That's all you're going to get.
It's just a soundbite of me saying huzzah, really, and a soundbite of me explaining what I was just saying. Huzzah.
You know, it took a long time trying to get, not only getting the voice right, but also you saying things about the things you're saying.
Yes, it was tricky.
And
this is also all a soundbite.
This entire thing completely scripted. Far more effort
What are we
than
looking at?
I would have expected me to ever do. We are currently on DE Water Tower by Daubster.
Ah, Daubster.
Daubster?
Sure.
I've always thought it was Dabster.
Yep, it could
I
be.
guess, I guess there's no right way until he chimes in.
I can honestly say with my username, I shouldn't be the one jibing at other people's usernames.
I briefly considered at one point, because I'm pretty sure you've already explained it, but it occurred to me it could be Urbane Nebula.
Nope.
Yep. No, I'm saying it could be, I'm not saying that it is.
It has been. It was originally read by one of my college tutors as Urbane Bueller. And I was just like, no, that's wrong.
That's
I should have
right.
hyphenated this email.
That's the trouble when you're splitting letters. Oh. Oh.
This seems familiar.
Why is this running like garbage? What have I done wrong? Well, hopefully that doesn't keep up. You can still look at the map, right?
Yeah. Maybe it's the map.
It seems unlikely, but I guess entirely possible. I might try reopening. Just in case.
I've thrown everything out of sorts, it seems.
Good. Come on. There we go. I mean, I would hope that nothing I've changed about my setup makes this more taxing on my shitty hardware, but...
It did take a long time to load as well. It's probably worth noting.
We'll see. If the next map does it as well, then that's a problem.
Yeah. Thinking.
What happened to Dabster anyway? What does he do?
He's around. I don't know.
This didn't get much better. That's strange and irritating, and I hope it doesn't mean I have to restart everything.
Let's hope not.
Let's see outside the map though.
Did you play anything before I got here? It could be me. I could be.
It shouldn't be.
I could be bleeding into your system somehow and ruining everything.
There's people suggesting things and
I can't see the chat, of course, because I can't have Twitch up while screen sharing with you. It would just die.
I wonder if you could pop out the chat and have it run okay. Someone's Potatoes, in fact, is suggesting that this may have been part of the Christmas tournament because he feels like it's familiar.
Yeah, likely where I saw it as well.
I don't recognise this, but then why would I? Even if that's the one I did take part in, I didn't get there until later. Ah, the eponymous water tower. It's not actually that good, is it?
It's more of a water. What would you call that?
I don't know. We're also assuming
a water hex. The
we're also
great water
assuming
hex.
that it has any water in it.
This is all theoretical.
Wait, can I not get in here? I have to be able to get in here, right? I haven't even been looking for sites or anything.
I think there's an underground tunnel.
The lab
I think
room.
that gets you in here. Yes! This doesn't look out of place at all.
definitely something going wrong with everything here.
Stream is like 0.1 FPS.
That's a problem.
That is a problem. Alright, I'm happy to jump out of this for a while and then...
I feel like we've seen everything of this one anyway, so... Or at least,
yeah.
Or at least I did.
Slideshow.mov says high tech. It's very droll.
Could try restarting everything. Might work.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why having you in here would make it any worse, given that I have done this before.
You have. Well, I have gotten worse at most things since then. Maybe it's me. I'll jump out of this call.
Right.
See if that helps any, and then do your restart. And then if you want me back in, just give me a tinkle.
Right.
And then call me.
I guess I will open up the the same map to see if it has the same problem.
Yeah.
But I'll be in touch. See you in a minute or up the stream.
Alright.
And I will reopen this. See if it's still bugged. Also, yes, now that I'm catching up with the stream, I'm seeing that bad frame rate you're talking about. Oh no. Well, why would that suddenly be having a problem? I haven't had any trouble with this before. What has Discord done with my frames? Also, I didn't notice you could get on top of these roofs or not see the whole map, which is a common theme. That's a bugger. I will try the call again. I mean, it's possible, but I don't know. Abby, I'm going to try calling you once more, and if it works then that's fine, and if it doesn't, then that's a real shit thing. I'm going to try this once more.
Yes, sure.
Just in case.
It's weird because I went to the stream audio and you were talking about trying the call again, and you were still talking when the phone rang. And delays are weird.
I'm sorry for breaking your brain, but if this doesn't work, then that's quite annoying.
Yeah, we'll have to figure stuff out and do it at a later time.
Yes, it's something I would just have to. Oh.
Nope.
Nope, this seems perfectly smooth to me.
Yeah. Of course, you're not screen sharing at the moment.
Oh, right. Yes. I forgot that part. That's probably a fairly significant part. If that is causing the problems, then I could try tweaking some of the settings in the screen share.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be... Maybe I'd be able to just knock down the quality of that and have it work fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I can deal with low quality.
I mean, you hang out with Archie.
Exactly. I was going to say. I was trying to think of a clever way of saying that. Look at the friends I pick. Archie and fucking Mike. Fuck Mike. Jesus.
Alright, this is better.
That's looking smooth for me now, although the quality has dropped, but I can work with it.
I knocked down the frame rate. If you want actual bad quality, which, I don't know, it's running mostly smooth. There's the odd slight framiness, but we'll stick with that. We'll stick with that.
It looks smoother on the stream
I-
window I've got up now as well.
Yes, I should hope so. Hopefully that's I don't know. I had words in my brain just now, but
Yeah,
you go.
it seems to have done the trick. Good enough.
okay. I'm gonna stick with that and hopefully try and track down why it's being a bitch. Right, aim MBN.
Yeah, those
I
are
don't know
some
what that
letters.
means. It was created for his
My
clan.
big nuggets.
I'm sure that's it. I don't know how you figured that out so quickly.
I'm a fan.
Specifically of his big nuggets, or is this
Just
more
big
general
nuggets
things?
in general.
Okay, good. I already copied this in because I buggered up. So
Yeah.
let's go.
My buggered nuggets. Aim at my buggered nuggets by what was the guy's name?
Mercenary.
Mercenary. Yeah. I
Maybe
just
that's
realised
what-
I could look at the other window that's still catching up.
Maybe that's what the M stands for. Mercenary.
Mercenary's big nuggets. I'm
Yeah.
I'm determined that it's big nuggets.
I'm not gonna argue. It's as good as anything I'm gonna come up with. That's not mercenary. That's Simon Kimmerer Jr. Walgren.
Oh, that guy.
But he gives thanks to TWHL. Also, I know
Is that some kind of site? Do we do?
Oh, that's
Do we do advertising on the street? I'm pretty sure most people here know where we're coming from.
isn't it right in the stream title?
Yeah, I guess
I
it is.
definitely put it somewhere.
I'll do one of those. Hey Jesse, where do you go for your maps these days? If you ever felt like delving into a whole map vault,
Yes, where do you get all these maps from? I'm not sure. Google. Okay,
so far
isn't a
this
great
looks
map.
like an aim map. Yeah.
It looks like a map that's full of boxes and uses the dust texture, so yes.
My boxes of nuggets. I'm yet to see any nuggets, big or otherwise. So
There were lots of boxes.
I'm willing-
The nuggets are implied.
I'm willing to. I'm willing to fold on my "it must be big nuggets" rule, which is an amazing rule to have.
Mercenaries box something beginning with N.
Yeah. Okay, so it's an aim map. It looks like dust. Let's move on.
I think we covered the important points. Next one is an Op4 deathmatch, which we haven't seen for a while.
Yeah.
Not many people seem
And
to
we
be
would
mapping
like to
for
see
opposing
more.
force.
To the back then and to this day.
Yes, I don't think there's many in the map vault at all.
We need a TWHL opposing force deathmatch event.
We need an event for everything. It's the only way anyone gets anything done.
I only map when there's an event on, and then I go back to my existence of sometimes putting core media out, and then putting it away for another few months.
Wait, no, I opened this up as a single player. I bug it up. Cancel. I love it when the cancel.
No,
button
it's all
works.
gone wrong.
Oh no!
Yeah. Oh, you cancelled too much.
I cancelled the video game. I went back in time and cancelled Opposing Forces release.
That would be terribly shameful.
I don't know why I did
By
it.
which I mean that would. Yeah.
I hit cancel too much.
Maybe Gearbox should have cancelled Duke Nukem Forever.
Some might agree with you.
It kind of already happened, and they thought, let's release it anyway.
I'd sure
That chair is not for humans.
I didn't. I kind of glossed over the scale, but this is pretty big, isn't it?
That is an office throne.
That is a throne size office chair. The obligatory cold part of the map.
Yeah.
In this otherwise fairly temperate looking place.
I like the thought process that must have got into it. Like, oh no, the grenade penguin weapon. Let that sink in to start with. Will look stupid if the snowman's just standing on grass.
Oh,
I'll add an ice block.
See, I was wondering that what these biohazard things meant there's some kind of, biohazard. But no, the water's just really cold. This flows directly from a glacier, even though it looks a lot like green grass up there.
Maybe the penguins are the biohazard. I'd say the grenades are the hazard and the penguins are just in for the ride.
The penguins bite you.
They do.
They're certainly
they do.
doing their bit. The penguins are weird. Why the hell will the penguins exist in opposing force?
Some developer at Gearbox saw the snarks and went, no.
Like all those glass.
That was it. That was his pitch.
That was the conversation.
He went into the boardroom with a whiteboard with a picture of a snark on it, and just said no. And Randy Pitchford went, okay, do what you think is right. And what he thought was right was penguins with grenades that come out of a snowman.
I'm seeing a good point in chat. Maybe you can barnacle up the waterfall. I have yet to find a barnacle.
God. That is.
I mean, he put the goddamn grenade penguins in here. There's probably a barnacle somewhere.
Yeah.
Actually, more than that, I could probably just Gorse gun up there.
Yeah, that's also true.
Now that I'm thinking of it.
It would also be amazing if you Gorse jumped right up onto a barnacle.
Maybe the barnacle's up there.
You know what? Stranger things have happened.
Let's take a quick look over here first. Oh, good enough. Sniper rifle.
Obviously.
Does seem like one of every weapon, so. Oh no, I'm out of practice.
And yet, already still better than me at Gorse jumping. Gorse jumping is one of those things that I look at and think, yeah, that's a thing that can be done.
Okay, yep. Nope, it just floods out of the void. It's not cold up here, incidentally. Just for the record.
That is a block of pure nitrogen. That's just sitting there.
I'm not. I mean, it's cold enough to freeze you to death in seconds. And the only real evidence of it is a small block of snow.
Why would you have an illusionary block that just goes to a black void?
I guess it's as good as a funk wall. Because it's mostly decoration. I guess you could hide in there if you were savvy enough to get up there and had any reason to. Look, you jump up there with a Gorse gun and then you snipe people with that sniper rifle. And no one finds you, and then it's probably more annoying than the map ever intended it to be.
Probably. I find a sniper rifle in an invisible wall works wonders for clearing a server.
Oh yes.
Spag!
I remember that name.
I remember that.
That's all I've
it
got.
Simply annoys me that he's had a Christmas avatar for as long as I can remember, and it's still there. I am tempted to abuse my powers on twhl and just get rid of his avatar because it just annoys me. Whenever it pops up, which is rarely.
deep concerns about this.
It's just one of those things in life that you just see and you're like, uh, you know.
Apparently, just a map he made to have fun with his friends. It looks like it's got some boxes in it.
I recognise this as well. This was in the original CS tournament we had. It wasn't highly rated.
I vaguely remember that. I thought it was a different one, but maybe I'm mixing up. I don't know.
I could be wrong.
I've played a lot of Counter-Strike maps.
Yeah, I wasn't actually there for that one tournament, so I could be wrong. But I think I remember seeing footage of it. Every day is Christmas. No.
Also, my counter argument to just killing people with a Gauss gun is that you can see the Gauss gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I think I do remember this in videos I've seen. I don't believe I was there for it.
Yeah, it's not incredible.
I mean, what detail there is isn't bad, but it's still one of these maps.
The real question isn't what, but why detail there is. Wait, no, that's that's not right at all.
On the other hand, it's full of boxes.
It is just full of boxes. I like the opening statement, it's just a map I made. Surely that's every map. It's just a map someone made.
It's got to start somewhere.
Someone uploads a map. This just turned up in my maps folder. It seemed alright.
Well, then I've got going through the vault. I've seen things with descriptions like, I don't know, map or something. So you can't expect too much.
I'd presume it was a map somebody made.
I'm sure someone made it at some point.
Yeah.
They probably didn't have the kind of bot technology they needed back then to automatically generate maps.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting experiment that wouldn't work at all. So we're looking at some kind of stained glass.
Ah, by J3R3MY.
I think I've seen this before.
I think I've seen it too, a long time ago. I'm guessing it's just illusionaries.
I believe illusionaries, yeah. Which is why it's not actually light and is actually just, perfect brush on the ground. Which means whatever light source is infinitely wide, because there's no perspective on any of this.
No.
Or actually, no, it couldn't be infinitely wide, could it? Because it would converge. I don't know how this lighting works. It's probably not worth worrying about, really.
Yeah, the sun is at a perfect 45-degree angle, and always will be, even though you can't see it. Just believe it's there. That illusion is ruined.
1 star.
If Dead Island can release with a section where the sun is shining in from 2 different directions, then this man can have his perfectly projected stained glass refractions, I guess.
Can with modern compile tools, can you do coloured shadows?
I think Don has literally just said that.
That's what I'm referring to.
I'm inclined to. I believe I've heard it can be done recently, about a second ago. From I think Don said once it could be done.
I guess I'll believe him.
No light effect, 0 out of 10.
Why is this in? It's in a zip file, in a RAR file, and it's just a BSP.
This guy doesn't mess around. Actually, no, he clearly does. This guy does mess around. Who is this?
Lego Zero.
Oh, Lego Zero.
Well, Lego underscore 00. Yes.
00. I will never let a number go unpronounced. Be warned, usernames of the 90s.
On the other
Or
hand,
early
his opening
2000s.
sentence was "Greets from Greece, enjoy."
I think he means Greece from Greets. Enjoy. No, he's probably wrong either way.
Alright.
There goes 0.
DM parking Z. I
I assume there's an A through X, or an A through Y.
think more like it was a follow up to the original DM parking, but it was kind of a different tone.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of a proper way to make a Dragon Ball Z joke. On the other hand, it acronyms to DPZ.
This is.
That's the best I've got. It's not very good, but it'll have to do on such short notice.
There's a terrible joke in there about how my ex was called the Deep Easy. But I'm not going to make it.
No, it's probably best that you don't. Right.
Caution.
I haven't seen a
noobs
whole.
throwing toilets.
We've seen some partially decent Half-Life 2 deathmatch maps. See how this
I
holds up.
wasn't aware it was. Well, I say it's still a thing. These maps are from years ago, but I always forget that HLDM 2 or the other, the proper arrangement. H2L2 D2M2.
Half-Life 2 deathmatch, as far as I'm concerned. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I forget it's a thing.
Whatever was making Counter-Strike run poorly, I think is having double effect here. What if I go ahead and...
To be fair, this could be the map. It looks to be full of cars.
It's got a lot of cars in it, but
It seems.
I'm just gonna go ahead and turn some things down, and hopefully I won't have to turn everything off.
That's it. Turn everything off. I'm willing to say this is probably the map this time.
I don't know. I feel like I should be able to handle some cars. Well, there are quite a lot of cars now. I'm thinking about it. Oh no, that's no.
Wow, that could also maybe the map's just not. See, that's fine. Look at the floor.
No, it isn't. That's very unpleasant on the ice, even if it wasn't running badly.
Wow, that is. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts the eyes. It hurts the brain.
I think you forgot the sky.
No, I think you might have been trying to be clever and made a 3D skybox and then forgot how to do that and thought, you know what? Fuck it. Go.
I don't think this is the good Half-Life 2 deathmatch map I was looking for.
It's like my original set question was, does people still play these maps? No, no one. No one is playing this map in the world right now, except you.
I'm trying not to look up, but I'm also trying to figure out what this thing is here.
That is clearly a... Okay, that is a teleporter.
It's one of those.
That's someone parked the blood trolley.
Someone was transporting some blood and accidentally spilled some.
Alright.
No flashing lights, everything here is being easy on the ice. Where am I? Oh, here I am. Back to the cars. Okay, I'll say we've seen enough of that.
Yeah.
It's not the most advanced brushwork.
I get the car parking. What was the Z part? Was that the sky?
It's just like the one near his house, so I'm not sure what dimension he lives in.
It's just like the one near my house. No one ever parks on the roof. Fuck.
Yeah.
We once parked on the
Never.
roof and my father went blind for a fortnight.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't see any way to change levels other than the spiral staircase. So how'd the cars get up there?
This... I don't think this is completely like the one near where he lives.
It's possible I missed a door.
Yeah, I thought
On
that
the
was
other hand,
a
I don't
very,
know
a
how
very
much I believe
committed,
that.
a very committed con going on where people are cementing car parks closed to steal cars.
They did look pretty.
Well, not steal cars, I guess. They're gonna have to stay there.
They did look pretty rough cars. Maybe it is exactly like the one there.
Yeah, this is I marked this exactly like the car park near where I live. Cars go in, they just you never see them again.
That's why why there was seemingly a. Actually, no, I can't really describe the. I can't really justify the teleporter then, can I?
Yeah, how? The more I think about it, the more questions that I raise.
I should probably actually
I
look
wonder-
at the description at some point, shouldn't I?
Yeah, so let's move on
This
to the
is
next.
just iMap for practice. It doesn't has a purpose. I only used it to try things with the lightning and such.
Sounds like a good Saturday night.
Wait, what was it? Oh, HAL 2. Despite being called HAL in the map file.
Yeah.
Oh no. XT Italia.
Would you care for a night out on the town? We can do things with the lightning and such.
Okay. That and reclaim. Except not reclaim the word, reclaim the misspelled word.
Alright. Good.
It's a good first impression.
I'm expecting checkerboards. Give me
I-
checkerboards.
I guess it's possible. I only saw Half-Life textures in that screenshot though.
Yeah. Oh,
This is a lab, alright.
sure.
And it does at least look like he was experimenting with the lightning. Is this the end of the map, or am I just not supposed to be able to get any further? You guys can give me a way to get up here. I think
Nope.
this might have been the end of the map. Hang on.
It,
I have
well,
a thing for this.
oh my god, you're flying.
Well, I'll try. Nope, that's the map.
Yeah.
That was his
Well,
big practice map that he decided to upload.
depends what he was practicing. It could have been, you know, not only the lightning and such, but it's like, do I give a fuck about mapping? Is the experiment. His conclusion, not really.
How boy scares Strider?
Yeah.
Granted, he did say something pretty weird. Makes me want to dance
Can
in
we
my
click?
throat.
Can we click on the guy's name and see if he
Oh.
did do anything else?
Hang on. I shouldn't have closed it. 3, 6, 7. 1, 2. Nope, this isn't the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn it. 8.
Ah, never mind. Let's move
No,
on. I was just wondering if he.
1, 2, 3, 4. I know it's around here
I was
somewhere.
just curious.
There we go.
I was just curious if he had done anything else after this one.
No.
He did not give a fuck about mapping. The experiment was just.
He did make that nightmare style, and by nightmare style I mean MS Paint style. Very small
the 90s
Counter-Strike
nightmare
map.
style. Yeah.
I don't know. It was just that for some reason, Soup Miner made that map in that style, and then decided to make another map in that style. It's all very strange.
Oh, yeah.
Orp Samtex. It's an Orp map. Enjoy. No. My audio has gotten very weird, which my thing does every now and then. I'm going to have to unplug my headphones and plug them back in. Sick.
Alright.
Okay, that should do it.
Huzzah.
Apologies.
So is Samtex his own personal brand of Semtex?
Is it textures or
I don't know.
or badly spelled tech? Sam Tech?
What I've done is taken regular plastic explosives and written my name on in felt tip. This is now Samtex. Composition me. That was terrible. Anyway,
No one should make things out of Sam. Unless they're Sam sites.
Samtex. I'm terribly excited to see what this map has to offer. Yeah, it's pretty much
Orps.
Rocks, orps, and sand.
Some kind of tunnel.
And a
but
tunnel.
We'll get to that. I don't know if all
Yeah.
of these rocks are very naturally shaped.
That is quite clearly modelled after the great. Nope, that is.
It's a K.
That is some. It is a K. The great K rock of Samtex Desert.
I mean, I'm not particularly experienced with Orp maps at the best of times, but this seems very open.
It does. I believe they like that. For someone who enjoys sniping in video games, I have absolutely no time for AWP or Scout maps.
Well,
For any other game, I will like, oh, cool, Sniper, I'll take that class.
I mean, something about Sniper inherently implies, oh, I'm staying out of view and
Yeah.
taking those shots. But Orp maps, that's, you're literally in there. Everyone knows there's snipers because everyone's a sniper.
Yeah, so suddenly it's not so special.
Arguably,
My
the
sniper is-
same map with different weapons would be awfully similar. Except it wouldn't be so
Awfully similar.
Speaking
I've
of
just got a new
awful,
series. Yeah, a new series of maps coming out from Urby. God awful. Awful mess. Shock and AWP.
Proluge?
Preluge.
How do you spell prologue again?
Not like that.
Because this doesn't look right.
It's the U is going its own way with this. It should be after
Okay.
the G.
So it is Proluge. Good.
Yeah, Preluge.
It has just gone 3 p.m. at a depository in a downtown metropolis. Terrorists have seized the building and taken several hostages. Hostages what?
Several.
The terrorists.
It's taken
terrorists what?
several hostages for ransom. For ransom.
The terrorist demands cannot be met, so drastic action is needed in order to save the hostages. The hostages what? Unfortunately, we don't get to see what the terrorist demands are because this link doesn't work. But it's fun to read these things. Surf map example. I don't know what this is going to show beyond what you could possibly imagine a surf map has in it. They're not the most complicated things.
Yeah, I'm starting to dislike this J3R3MY chap.
What did he do? Nope. His name is Jeremy. Duh. It's a bad name.
Jeremy Duh. Ah, Mr. Duh.
Alrighty. Surf I mean, it seems like an example map isn't what Surf should be.
No.
It's what Surf needs.
Nonetheless,
like, you
I'm
could
terribly
just
excited.
describe it.
Yeah.
What is it again? SV Air 100. Not that this one looks like it's going anywhere. Oh, never mind. You just can't see it.
It's just a terrible draw distance.
There we go. I won.
Yeah, awesome. Another thing I just never got.
Potatoes, you've taught me well. I can finish incredibly basic surface. As though that was a very useful skill. CS Dust. Funny, I've heard that name before.
Yeah.
Fortunately, this link doesn't work, so we don't have to put up with another Dust map.
Oh, thank God. Some incredible. The link to this Dust clone doesn't work. That is fantastic news.
I think Herboy says, also your name D Dust has already been taken by the Valve one, which could cause confusion. I mean, he's not wrong, but I don't think that's what he was going for. Fight Yard Train World. Oh, this is much better than CS Dust.
Ah, the world's lamest theme park. Well, no, people like
this
trains.
Looks like Source. I think there's a Source.
It's so difficult to tell when dealing with maps of this caliber.
I wish I had the UI down. I'm sure I'm sure I could tell if I knew it better, but I just don't. I'm pretty sure it's Source. Oh.
I can't remember if Source uses BSPs.
Yes. Yes.
Goes to show off, and I work with Source. Other than tomato. Tomato sauce.
Train World is a terrible theme park. That, or it's exactly like every other theme park, 'cause it's just roller coasters, because they're effectively trains.
These are just trains careering out of control all the time. In a controlled manner.
Fight Yard Train World. Come on.
I also like that half the fun of this stream is reading the descriptions in the map vault, and then when I tweeted about it, I completely butchered the sentence I was trying to say.
I had noticed you noticing that.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of an appropriate joke though, so I stopped trying. Okay.
Yep, this is the world's lamest theme park.
It is in fact Source. I find it's always telling when you can't tell.
Sure.
Are you saying I'm wrong?
I'm saying that sentence takes some getting your head around.
Yeah, it may not have been phrased the best. Okay, so evidently this is a linear map that leads through every train.
Someone made a train carriage and used the clone brush a few times. And
it's possible. Seems a little cynical. And
the
also
crate is in the exact same place in every carriage. There'll be a crate in here.
I don't know about these
I might have
stairs.
been wrong. Nope. It would not hold up to any inspection by a physicist or an inspector.
Granted, I have not taken many trains, so I don't know. You tell me, is this normal?
Some trains have seats, but I don't know.
Like
I don't know what service this map is based on. This could be
thin, enclosed freight trains.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about it.
How did that crate get in? How is it getting out?
I think that box is wider than the doors, is what I was going to say. Yeah, this isn't great.
The crate was flat packed. They assembled it on the train.
So they could then put things into it. Yes, that makes sense.
Yes.
DE Frag Test 2. Oh, sorry, Frag Fest, not Frag Test.
I
I don't think you need a test frag.
How do frags work? I'll make a map so people can test it.
This is my first map.
Mind you, we joke about that, but maybe I should make a map to show people what surf maps are.
I mean, there are maps that are entirely HE grenades, so I don't think they need testing. This is my first map. I first planned to make it a wine cellar type map. Is that a type of map? A wine cellar type?
The wine cellar type map. There's so many classics. You know, that one with the wine.
But I like how he does seem to be using it as a category. I first planned to make it a wine cellar type map, but I decided to make it what it is now, a small deathmatch map.
Yeah.
You've got wine cellar type maps,
Please
single player
do
maps, and
precise
deathmatch maps.
I tried not to make another iceberg.
You tried so hard and still failed.
Yes, that was the end of the sentence. I tried not to make an Ice World type map, but fuck, look what happened.
I tried to see if all he'd made before was
Just
alright,
Ice World
but
close.
apparently not. Is this again? I can't
His
quite
last
tell if
upload.
this is source.
His last upload is just a text file that says "Help me," and there's an Ice World map in there too. FY Ice World, help me. The readme is his suicide note. That's a bit bleak. Maybe not.
I'm assuming this is Gold Source purely because he included an RMF and not a VMF.
Ah.
And I've already forgotten what it was called.
It is
Something.
called
Hate
Fragfest.
DE Fragfest.
D Free Fragfest 2. Oh, he's tested this twice.
Please, you're at least the first draft, and no one will think you were serious.
If he releases the first draft, it's just an empty room and a grenade. Just like work on it.
Okay. Guns on the floor, as usual in a DE map.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about it. He called it a deathmatch map, but still labelled it DE. Also, this is the entire map.
Well,
I was kind of expecting more. Or even symmetricality. I suppose it's sort of symmetrical.
an interesting new word you've invented as opposed to symmetry.
Well,
Easier to say.
you,
Symmetricality.
you might be right. English, it's not always there.
Well, that was disappointing to say the least, and crap to say a bit more than that.
DE ignorance.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm curious. Information. Nope.
Ah. Sad Mozilla dinosaur.
Map takes place in Iraq and uses the dust theme. It should
Is it
hopefully,
ignorance
in most
towards all
ways,
the dust clouds?
I like the sense. It should hopefully, in most ways, hold up as one of the better custom maps.
Looks at screenshot. No.
For novelty effect, there are a number of Easter eggs that are mildly satirical and some that are quite serious.
Alright.
This version does not include the Linux data. I will release that in the
Oh
next
my god.
48 hours.
Why is he yelling? Why is he yelling?
Post it to the website and edit this message.
Oh, well.
He seems to be prompting himself. Fair enough. Oh wait, did this link? No, this link didn't even work. Never mind.
Ah.
One of the better custom maps. That's why I've still got it. We don't have this one either. No. A remake
Yeah.
of the classic Half-Life Deathmatch level Gasworks. Gasworks wasn't the original Half-Life Deathmatch though, was it? That was in Opposing Force, I know.
I think it was in the original, but not originally. That's
Yep.
bear with me. It was. I think it came out with one of the patches, but it was in the original Half-Life.
Strange. All I remember
Could be wrong.
from is Opposing Force, but I guess it's possible. Example map of how to make a leaning tower that leans when exploded and breaks like a funk breakable when it lands.
And floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee.
That's the way you want to go with it, sure.
Now, that's how much exactly is it going to lean? Because that screenshot seems to be a tower lying on the floor.
It's hard. I think that's a detonator. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on in that screenshot.
Someone should tell this guy that things can only lean so far before they have just fallen over.
Okay, apparently we already have a tower BSB, so that is now tower 2. Is there anything else in here? RMF and some screenshots. No.
Like high taxes. You're missing out on all the fun dust clones. Yeah, and all the non-fun ones, I'm sure.
Yes. I don't know. It's entirely possible we haven't missed a single fun dust clone yet. It's almost an oxymoron, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. That's the tower that leans in. And these lights, these are the dynamites.
That's some hefty dynamites.
You just found the first red texture and applied it to everything.
There's so many other alternatives. Okay, yep.
I mean,
So it was leaning briefly. Now it has
why
just
did
fallen
it break lower on the side the dynamite wasn't on? I mean, frankly, the dynamite seemed pretty tacked on anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a leaning tower.
I mean, it leant
That's all
over
I'm
and then
saying.
shattered. Frankly, it must have been pretty fragile as it was. All the dynamite was put a crack in it, and then it fell over and then disintegrated. No,
If someone wants to make their towers out of breadsticks and tinfoil,
it was
that's fine.
someone enlarged one of those toothpick sculptures. Yay, my first ever completed map by Rip. Hang on. It was his only completed map. What to say, it is more of a team deathmatch map. You can play deathmatch, but you don't really get to use the fort to the best advantage.
I'm so confused.
I don't know how. What exactly is the theory behind making team deathmatch maps in Gold Source? Because I've never done it. Or is it just... Frankly, my only experience with team deathmatch was that beer fort one.
Yeah. I mean, it has its moments. It's not something I've played particularly often, is team deathmatch in Half-Life. I didn't know if there was a specific entity set up for it, or whether you just literally spawn in the same places and just didn't shoot the people that were the same model as you.
I mean, yeah, I don't know whether there is a specific entity set up or anything. That's more or less
No
what I
idea.
ask, because I don't know. I don't know how it's done.
I don't know. Stop asking me questions.
I've already forgotten the name of this map. DM Combine Fort. I hope I put this in the right place.
Yeah,
Yes, that one.
that sounds about right. Sure.
Okay. Guns just all over the place.
Yeah.
Kind of haphazardly placed stuff. This ladder doesn't actually do anything.
Who needs weapon placement when you can just, I don't know, I guess throw physics-based weapons into the air and see where they land.
Apparently this is also the entire map, but I'm more curious. You know, there's a gun up here. You can't get up there, so you do just have to pull it off.
So you can play in regular deathmatch, but you don't know how the fort aspect would hold up.
I mean,
How does the fort aspect hold up in team deathmatch?
you can't get up there anyway. I think the idea is that people spawn back here and people spawn over there.
You see. So what he's done is taken the kill box map that people usually fill with Barney's runs. Then I could fill this one with players.
I've seen that map.
Yeah, I didn't think anyone had actually ever uploaded one of those. I made those for, well, no reason really.
I know I made a big cube that had a whole lot of poison head crabs in it. That was about the only source thing I ever did. HF Graveyard. HF Graveyard Haunted Forest. Hours of work 4. This is a map I made for CSS. Air quotes, Counter Strike Source. Just in case you hadn't figured that one out.
Oh, okay. Hours of work. 4. Technically, that is hours.
It is plural. It is more than one. And
I mean, 2 hours is hours work.
what am I doing? Why am I in the wrong place? There we go. HF Graveyard.
Haunted Forest Graveyard. It's not a game mode I'm familiar with. Maybe it was just his.
I suspect it wasn't actually a specific thing. He just wanted to be different.
Screw these CS and DE letters at the start of map names. I'm going to put HF. It's Haunted Forest mode.
Okay, looks foresty.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yep.
Something's wrong here.
Something is amiss.
He's right though, it is a haunted forest. It's got fog and trees and probably tombstones.
Yeah. Yep,
And
there it is.
every now and then, the sky breaks.
And a bird panics because of the broken sky.
I can't blame.
It is just a box with
It's about what you'd expect.
and sometimes someone belches. Yeah, it is a box with a tree texture on it, with more trees in the middle.
Yep. 4 hours of work.
FY Tree World. 4 hours of work! Suddenly that seems even more hilarious. Maybe he's counting the upload time and writing the description.
At some point in 2014, someone came in and gave a 1-star review. Too dark to see anything. This person made no maps or journals, made 7 mapbot comments, and that was it. That was one of them. I'm not saying it wasn't valuable. He's kind of right. Even though I'm guessing not being able to see anything is probably the intent of that map.
I just noticed Hammer's comments started. Holy mother of fuck!
I made a nice spiky terrain with Nemesis terrain generator.
Oh god.
Exported it, added some entities, and then I compiled, and then it broke, I think. That's what he's trying to say there.
Nothing
What's the
says quality
problem?
like a terrain generator.
Nemesis. That rings a vague bell? No? This person's last thing was Counter-Strike Source, and I have no real way of telling what it is now, so I guess I'll try that first. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. Oh no. That one. I look forward to when the Vault differentiates between Counter-Strike and Counter-Strike Source. Oh, Don remarked presumably about team deathmatch thing. Game_team_set.
Okay.
I guess I'll have to look into that just to sate my own curiosity.
Apparently NEM's terrain generator is actually quite a good program. Alrighty. Well then, shut my mouth.
Oh.
Call me nothing.
Hello, nothing. Loading that map didn't work.
That
Didn't really specify why. Not found or invalid. Did I bugger up? Counter-Strike Source, C-Strike, map.
The engine's becoming sentient. It's just like, you don't need to see this map.
Unfortunately, I'm determined. So let's at least try and open up the map file.
File not found. Trust me, says the console.
Alright.
I haven't
Nope.
played a Team DM game in 18 years. No, it's not one that came up very often.
Just gonna open map, can't it? Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh, jeez. Never mind. That's not gonna happen.
Alright then.
He's right. It's quite broken. I'm not saying any changes they may or may not have made to Hammer in that time have made
I'm
me
going to
unable
assume
to
it
open
was
it,
spiky.
but it's entirely possible
It's
that
just-
whatever 215 fucked up. Paradrop. An unfinished
Ah.
map for the start if my mod. Mode in the map
If your
has an
mod
invisible
what?
has an invisible ladder on the side. I guess.
As I cannot get it to appear. Render modes, additive, FX amount, 0.
He made the ladder brush the ladder entity, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, that's more likely.
High Taxes makes a good point. It's entirely possible that map was not Source.
Yeah.
So I will try just to make cover the bases. I will try and open it in Counter Strike. Wasn't Nem stuff for Source though? I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
I have no
NEMS
basis for that statement.
I got a feeling that NEMS did model tools for Source. Possibly.
Oh, try it. Fired spikes.
Oh, it did say RNF.
Did it? Oh, glad we weren't missing anything.
Ah,
I can't tell if I'm not seeing anything or if there's nothing to see.
Oh, there's a peculiar error.
Hang on.
I
Nope,
have
that's not
some
how you spell that.
questions.
Alright, spectate. Okay, flying around has not answered any questions.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if spikes
I just saw in the stream.
is the word I'd use.
In the screen share, I can't tell because of the quality, but in the stream, it just caught up with the console command you typed. It's like, you wartart.
Yeah.
What are you trying to get it to do?
I may have messed up that bit.
Paradrop.
I'll let you read this. Uh,
uh, good old Archie.
couldn't make a letter. Why am I doing that there? I already did that even. What am I doing? Brain, out the window.
You need that! Such
Alright.
map, very like.
Paradrop.
Paradrop.
Let's see if I guessed correctly what his problem was.
Comments would suggest yes.
I didn't really read him. I barely read Archie's. All I saw was the tone.
Stop it!
What an invisible ladder. Ah, this one. Is it a funk ladder? Yes!
Mystery solved.
Alright. It's a great chip.
It is. It's. I often find ships chiseled out purely of coal.
Frankly,
Or,
this Osprey is considerably better.
Yeah, I'm guessing that was a prefab.
Could be. I wonder what Barney's doing here.
Floating, mainly.
Well, that's all he's doing. I'm guessing that map wasn't really picked up.
But did he make his mod?
He did make several more maps, though. Rain map. He misspelled that movie.
I was gonna say, it's a sequel or spin-off to Rain Man.
Rain map, Rain RMF, Rain Screeny, and Rain Wad. Rain Wad is more amusing than it should be.
I got a feeling this map is focused on something, but I'm not sure what.
This is just an example map, but I'm not going to bother including the WAD anyway. We know what the text is going to be. Don't need to see it.
Maybe we don't know.
It could be snowing.
It's a clever ruse, yeah. Not really cold, solid rain you get. I'm sure there's a word for it.
Ice.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's icing out there. Powdered sugar starts falling from the sky.
Alright.
What a wonderful day that would be.
Okay, actually the entire map was using that WAD by the looks of it, but... You know.
See, now we don't know what we're looking at.
I'm not sure why his brain map also included examples for guns. Tanks, anyway.
So you can shoot the rain. Instead of shooting the breeze, this guy wants to shoot the rain.
Targets? Beams? Is Rain evidently was using sprites through beams, which seems like a weird way to do it, because wouldn't the rain only fall where it is? I guess if it was a wide enough sprite, then it wouldn't be a problem, because it would.
It would be a
just
very
expand
noticeable
anyway.
grid.
I don't know what the best way to do rain is.
Probably that. To be fair, I'm pretty sure that's how they Hunger and such did it, but only on a
Strider
very small
says,
scale.
seen this before, works well, but there are many other techniques easier to use and with better results available.
No, there you go then. It's not the way to do it at all. Just to show how often I've used rain in my maps. I have 0 rainy maps.
Prison life.
Like Half-Life, but more prisony.
Sure. Updated link. Incidentally, link doesn't work. CS Arctic Warehouse. Attention! New update has been made to the map. Small modifications and fixed file size issues. This map is for Counter-Strike Source, not the old CS. Another map by yours truly spelled wrong. This map is different from the first maps I created. This one is more original than the other, and will hopefully please anyone who likes Arctic style maps. Thanks ahead of time for your reviews and hosting the map.
Okay, just looking at the screenshot, I can see that I'm wrong, but I was hoping Arctic Warehouse. It's just set in a warehouse, and you get the impression it might be nippy outside.
The 2 comments
Stay tuned for my
were interesting and is okay, but pretty bare.
like, stay tuned for my next release, Tropical Warehouse. Exact same map, but it's a bit more temperate looking out of the windows.
For the record, his other map was CS Dust.
Oh, well.
So, also the link didn't work for that either. So, test by Kiska. You will need my custom WOD, which can be found here.
I'm assuming in the file, and he wasn't hoping that would be a link.
I suppose. It's also just called test, so naturally I've already got a test map. So, confusingly, the first test I downloaded is test 2, the second one I downloaded was test 3, and now this is test 1.
Oh, is this an updated link, or is Kiska250free.com still a thing?
Did you follow that link? Is that what you're saying?
I'm doing it now.
You tell me, and I'll check if need be.
That seems like a domain that wouldn't hang around. But I'm guessing that's where the file came from. Okay, it white screens, so maybe not. I can do research on my screen while you're playing the map on yours. It's amazing.
Right, need the WOD. I'm not going to do that. Also, where did he say it was available? Oh, right, on that link. Of course.
Oh, he did a previous map called Big Lots.
Artie's illustrative comment was, stumbles blindly in fear. Ah! Misaligned textures, repeating textures, horrible friggin' textures. So,
to which me follows up with nothing to say. Which in itself is saying something.
It's about the least one could say while saying something. I have not copied his WOD, so we'll see how much it actually uses.
It had to be split up too large. So the map downloads from twhl, so what the hell is he talking about?
Well, whatever his map was, without the textures you can see how bare it actually was.
This is just a cube.
Oh god, I turned the lights off and now I can't see the light switch.
This is just a dark cube.
Good. Yep. I guess we can look at the screenshot if we want to see the actual map. because there's not much
It's
more
just
map
a
to it.
cube.
I want the text lights to be turned on off, but also for the glass when shot to turn off that specific light. I always like it when the
Good luck with that.
descriptions seem to get cut off. Also note, you'll have to change the name to Bigelow.
Bigelow!
Oh,
Possibly related to his previous map, Big Lots.
possibly. Funk Door Fun Half-Life. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Funk
I expect
Door.
funk doors and fun. I'll be disappointed if any one of those three things is missing. I want funk, I want doors, and I want fun.
We'll see if he appeases.
You. Well.
Was that fun?
Let's say yes.
Trying to think of whether that's all doable just using funk doors or whether there's invisible ones. Also, I like
Oh,
that
they're
these
all
are
locked as well.
and all make different lock sounds. Well, okay.
I wonder if the Transformers would actually get away from it if someone tried to get into the Optimus Prime truck. It was like, access denied!
Probably.
There's something wrong. There's something up with this truck.
Oh, aim, get some.
Oh, awesome!
Description: stormy and rainy night.
I mean, with an aim map, you literally just do need to explain the setting, and you're
I mean,
golden.
he's explained it. I mean, we know what we're getting now. There won't be any surprises. Another thing about it, reading those last couple of comments. Hint, give it some more description. He goes, okay, when I submit maps I will. Gosh! It's very reserved.
Gosh,
hassling.
good gravy. And other such nonsense.
Aim, get some by Get Some. My little logo's made by Get Some something else. Who cares? It's stormy. This, I assume, is the Counter-Strike natural rain.
Yeah, that's
Given
probably
the effect.
yeah.
Same. Given the quality of the rest of the map, I don't think he developed this rain himself. If he did, his talents are being misplaced.
Stick to making rain. Don't make the maps. Don't put the rain in any maps. God no, just make rain.
Definitely so, because even look at this little mist. It's actually quite nice for plain old Gold Source.
Yeah.
Okay, a battlefield.
Walls are made out of sand? How do they stand that way, though?
Good point.
But
I
the
never
map
thought of
itself-
that. Lol.
Never thought of that.
You're wrong. You're in a battlefield from a long time ago, and there's still landmines and trip mines. So watch out.
Further down the comments, the mapper again. Ah, I don't care how to spell your. You
Except
should.
they spelled it your again and did the face, so it's like that's part of the spelling. I don't care how to spell your smiley face. Also, the way his description was going, it sounded like you're in a battlefield from a long time ago and all the sand and thing. Okay, I'm thinking like, I don't know, like Dark Ages kind of war, but no, he brings up landmines and trip mines, so who the hell knows?
I also realised he probably means the sequel to this map rather than currently working on Battlefield 2. I doubt that.
14 years later. What was it again? KA. I keep typing in multiple letters, expecting it to go through the letters, but it just does each one individually.
So which one's KA?
Knife arena.
Ah.
So there'll probably be knives, but at least there'll be trip mines and landmines, which is more than most these maps usually have. This isn't a knife.
This is a knife.
Oh, well, pretty sure that forced me over just now. This would be a trip mine, correct?
Correct.
Yes. This would be a trip mine, correct?
Release me from this thing.
It's this big door.
Something funny about dying in water when it then says press duck to enter spectator mode. I don't see a duck.
Yes.
It's just me.
I'm guessing. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm guessing the landmines maybe are the trip mines, and he just sort of conflated them in the description, but no. They're trip mines, and they're just random spots that will blow you up and kill you. I mean, even more than the trip mines, because I walked through the trip mines and it didn't kill me, but stepping on a random spot that had no indication of being there. Or a very faint indication of being there. Did not.
When it comes to jumping on a mine, you know you're having fun with these maps.
There's not much more to do when you're there by yourself. Oh, Battlefield 2.
Oh no!
Same thing as the first. Redesigned, put a little more time into it, made it darker.
Literally 12 hours apart.
Like a Battlefield every day.
Oh god.
I think he sued whoever owns Battlefield, the Battlefield name.
Well, that's EA now, isn't it? So I wouldn't, I wouldn't prod that particular bear.
Still shoves you out the door like you've been a pest. I'm curious about these things on the walls over here. I wonder if... Okay, yes.
Famous last words. I wonder if boom.
Ah, you can't see through the water now, or at least it's much darker. There's a trip mine here. This is the way to play a map, isn't it?
Sure.
Get up here where I know there's nothing.
Yeah, just skirt around the hazardous part.
Okay, it's just the random graffiti textures. I thought he'd stuck pictures up there or something. The angle I was looking at. It's pretty much the same map though, isn't it?
Pretty much.
CS Retreat.
Holy friggin' crap.
Did this link work? This link did not work.
Ah.
Even though it looks like it's probably more competent than the other ones, which is unfortunate. Strider says, in the words of my German mate, this is nice. Nebula says, that's what I've been waiting for, hurrah.
I have no recollection of waiting for this.
What? Was it a specific aspect of this map you were waiting for?
I can't remember. It's a long time ago. I've wizened since then.
Strider's incredulous that he scaled up textures in CS Source. It's a shame that doesn't look that bad. Maybe we'll come back to it. Yeah, hopefully we'll find it later. Tribute to TWHL. I've seen this. I don't know if I've played it, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
I do note that, certainly in this period, Rimrook was very self-branding about his maps. Like to put his name up on them. Heck, I don't even know you and I'm still super sad you're leaving. Good luck in the real world, mate, says Archie. Is that supposed to be directed at Rimrook? Was Rimrook going somewhere?
Possibly. Did he leave? This is news to me.
Gameplay is actually pretty awesome, but I have one major complaint. You didn't mention your best mate, the Hunter. Dang it, man, we've been awesome friends for 2 seconds, and you didn't mention me? Me cries. Archie doesn't seem especially proud of who he was back in these days. Talking to him. CSTWHL. Who's the hostages? Also, every now and then I glance over there and see this sentence again and still wonder what the hell he was talking about.
Oh, which one's that? My screen has...
Happy
updated.
Easter, and Rabbit jumps to Mr. Frito. He doesn't hurt the poor rabbit or something.
Yes.
Let's see.
I saw his complaints about hosting and getting Facebook, and I have no idea what he's on about.
Yeah, no. Okay. It's granted, I have to think back into the mindset that this is intended to look more vaguely like the old version of TWHL, even more than what it is now.
Without it actually being called a tribute to TWHL, I wouldn't make the connection. Like this, I guess I can see where Hunter's coming. Hunter, I call him Hunter. Archie's coming from in that room you've just gone through. Would have been perfect to have like map vault screenshots on the walls rather than notice boards.
Yeah, that's probably a good point. I mean, apart from these signs, there's really not that much connecting it to TWHL, is there?
Yeah, no, not at all. I would not have put the two and two together without it actually being called a tribute to TWHL.
At least it's got a nice clean aesthetic.
That's true, but that seems to be...
I don't know that the colour is great, but then that's clearly one of the main links to what he was doing. So,
yeah.
Two different entrances to the entrances. I'm going through the map vault, and I'm in the map vault in this map that's in the map vault. That's a literal vault.
Map vault.
Okay, there's the TWHL connection. IRC chat.
IRC
you know, this was a while ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't read it. It's too blurry.
It is just a... It's just a room with a screenshot of that particular thing in it. I'm pretty sure the map vault was the same just then. It's just got a screenshot of the map vault at the far
I mean, it is a vault.
This is true. Oh,
That,
there's a few file cabinets here and there.
I wonder if we
I
can
guess.
pinpoint when this was taken.
Maybe just before the map
It's
was
the
made.
same number of. Oh, there's the Op4 map we played before. The
There's
graveyard.
the dust map as well at the bottom. The dust map we didn't play.
Yeah. Can't use this as some sort of way to get maps. Take maps out of the map vault screenshot in the map. That's in the map vault. Taxis says it's orange, therefore it must be twhl, but I'm inclined to call this more of a yellow.
It is white yellow.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if a forum would actually work if it was just corkboards. Guess it's possible.
Yeah.
Rimrook Resort. Belated submission. Is this for a competition? What were the competitions of the day? 2005 April. Map something unique? I guess it's possible.
Yeah.
Alright. Where are we? 2939, Remake Resort, Eden 2 WOD. Seems to be for CS again, if I'm to believe him. And I am.
Yeah.
Rim Resort. That's not really like in a vacuum. That's not really a very good name.
Yeah. Where were you going on holiday again, Nan? Oh.
That's very bright for water.
Good lord, this is where we pour in the ethereal matter.
I was gonna say maybe it's because that light's shining directly on it, but no, they're everywhere and it's not really having that effect. That's, And I guess it's
Good
some
to
kind of
have,
mud bath, given that it's much darker.
Yeah.
And also,
I suppose it's healthier than
brown.
it's healthier than a sunbed actually having sun on tap.
Yes, oh, liquid soul.
Liquisol.
Oh no.
Oh, good lord.
What's happening?
You fell into the liquisol.
Why is it so white under there?
You don't want to know what you're swimming in.
It's windy.
It's the impression I get.
So rather grassy mountains, isn't it? This seems practical.
Oh, there's a stony bit. We found a stony bit.
Can't get out. Can't get out of there, but I bet I could jump off the mountain. Why are we bombing a resort?
Pass. They overcharged a terrorist one year.
Like usual, rather well mapped though,
Yes.
as you'd expect from Rimrook. It's probably not the way you're supposed to get up there.
Probably not. That sunset is more orange than the entirety of that TWHL map we just saw. Just an observation.
What's going on here?
It's Stone balls.
That's what they call me. I don't know if I've missed a path or if I've seen most of the map. There was this way up over here, wasn't there?
Yes.
I don't know about these ramps. They're quite blocky. Oh wait, can you get up there? Like any other way? Can you get up here at all?
Yes.
It's very grassy up here. I don't think you're supposed to be able to get up here. Oh, no, there's a vent. I take it back. No, it's brown water up here. Shining water down there.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I am anymore. Oh, here, never mind.
Definitely a Rimrock map.
It sure looks like a Ramrock map. Not much of a resort though, is it?
Not really.
Archie shudders at the thought of how long it took to compile. Curious,
This is before Archie started working on the core.
what's the longest compile time you've had in the core?
That was one of Archie's maps, I believe. He had a map where he would compile it and then go out for the day. So a long time, a few hours at least.
Fair enough.
It's,
I wasn't
frankly
sure with
ridiculous.
the exponentially greater processing power and all that whether compile times were still much of an issue. But I guess
It's gotten better since we
keep pushing
got. Yeah, it got better after we changed to a different set of compile tools. The one we were using would take, sometimes even most of my maps I'd compile. I'd be like, right, that's my computer out of action for 20 minutes. But Archie does have a tendency to go way overboard and push the engine as far as he possibly can.
someone's got to do it.
Yes.
Incidentally, this map was Windows with blinds.
Ah, fuck. Moving up in the world. That's pretty cool.
It is a neat effect. But I
can't lie, that's a cool effect.
I assume this would end up murdering. Because each of these would have to be individual rotating, so that would murder your entity count in no time flat.
Yeah. The map would consist of a hallway with these blinds in, and then you have to go to a level change. It could be a very, very small deathmatch map.
It is a neat effect, though.
It is. That's undeniable.
Okay, several thing-like multi-manage.
Awesome.
The take is a prefab, and where I got it from is ejupe.com/pfl from Paveway. From the same prefab I got the Osprey in my map Paradrop. Yeah, the Osprey wasn't
his.
Was it? Okay. I did submit this before, but I had to add screenshots, etc. This map includes funk train,
Wait,
camera.
is this the same guy who uploaded Paradrop?
Presumably.
Flying Duck. That doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, okay.
Didn't make much of a fuss about the fact he's a flying duck. Funk train, trigger camera, funk button, trigger hurt, multi-managers. Take a look. Oh, and I've now added a BSP? What did I have before? Oh god, the map name is 3 exclamation marks.
Jesus. This map contains all these things, and just for you, I've included a file so you can play it. But that's a bonus feature I'll upload later.
It's like gloating, I made this wonderful thing. You don't get to play it. Made this entry in the map vault to gloat.
The gloat vault.
Well, oh no, I opened up Sledge for some dumb reason. He fooled me. Is my excuse.
Sure.
He was really stuck for a name though, wasn't he? Oh,
Yes.
couldn't open Vince Garden 1.1.
Screenshot doesn't look much like Vince's garden.
Also TARDIS WAD.
Yeah.
Your guess is
Doesn't
as
look
good as
that
mine.
either.
Map. No. The compound. It's
Ah.
normal to wake up surrounded by acidic goo.
That just means it's been a really good night. Instant death.
Pretty
A
unforgiving.
really good morning.
I often have to jump into holes with ladders in.
Yeah, we're now under the toxic goo. Let that sink in, or don't.
I'm sure there's a reason. Oh,
Well,
cold, icy water. Which, you know, the lack of a
cold,
texture
icy
is a
shit.
problem, but that's his fault. Okay, I fucked up. I don't have any way to deal with this. That's unpleasant to look at. I apologise for everyone. To everyone, not for everyone. Okay.
You're sorry on people's behalf for having downloaded this before?
Also note the full brightness.
Yeah. It didn't go unnoticed.
Hang on. Okay. I was worried my stream was blank, but by the looks of it, mine is just scrapped out, so
Ah.
I guess that's fine. I'm gonna refresh just to be sure, though. Because don't want that breaking.
Hey, Gordon.
Hey. It's pretty clear what's intended of you. Now
now
who's
you are
the
the
one?
tramp. Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened to me. Maybe I'm just perpetuating this endless cycle.
Quick, find a great cover and stand on it. Take your rightful place.
Oh.
Well then.
Well, guess we know how the map goes now. Apologies to everyone again. Of shattering giant boxes with one swing. Incredibly silent door that sinks into the...
Oh.
It's also not a door. I'm not gonna... That'll do. I'm sure. Why am I here? No person should have to do that.
Oh, he died with his feet stuck in the wall and starved to death. Turned into a giant set of novelty lips.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm happier with this direction anyway.
Why? Oh.
There we go.
And where we
satisfied?
fell.
I feel like we've seen everything worth seeing. Alright. Alright. Good. TFR Aztec. Well, after all of the more unfortunate results, I learned a lesson and will now repost this map. It's an Aztec-like map. It is AK versus Colt map. That's everything you need to know. Strider says it doesn't exactly look like Aztec. You can't tell the tone behind that sentence. What am I doing? Counter-Strike. Presumably. Wait, no. Now think about it. This isn't this map. This link didn't work. It always catches me up. What we're actually getting is Firing Range by Crisist. Nowhere near done, but I'd like some comments just to make sure I'm not royally messing anything up. I'm sure we can provide them in due time.
Yes. I'll just go back and look at that TFR Aztec map. Every time the mapper comments, it double posts, and then he says, if any admin reads this, can you please remove the extra posts? No admin has ever read it. The double post is still there.
No, his
I could fix it right now.
His shame is eternal.
I can fix it right now. I'm not going to.
Oh, god damn it, this isn't Counter-Strike. I'm bugging up again. No! Stop. Come on. It is going slow today. You, no, and you, no. Half-Life Basic Squad. Don't think about it. Things he said in the description was what made me think it was Counter-Strike. Maybe I fucked up twice. I don't know if I even care. I mean, it's labeled as Half-Life. Why can't they just get this stuff right?
The description does say AK-47 and AUG buttons work, so...
Yeah, that should have been the tip-off, and it was, until I saw the Half-Life thing, and it reset my train of thought. Long story short, I'm an idiot. Alright, just from what I can see so far, this looks really good.
Yeah, looking positive. I really like the
really
stretched
texture. In fact, every texture stretched to different degrees.
And this realistic room. And this realistic room. Looks just like my office.
I mean, the real question is, why did he make this map? More importantly, why did he upload this map?
What was he doing, and why?
DECSNS.
That was his only map, by the by.
When I play the map, When I play the map, runs a little slow. For example, to close the crosshair, it takes much time.
Yeah.
2.7 megs. This is externally hosted. I did not. It doesn't work.
Ah.
Yep. Fair enough.
Like that. He's talking about it running a little slowly. And said, please help me on the top comment. I'd like to, but the download's kind of slow.
Solve test.
Ah.
I am
Sam
planning on
text.
turning this into an old Soviet intelligence base or something.
Ah. I say go for it. Do what you want to do.
Soviet squad, solve test RMF.
A curious thing to write about a map. I'm planning to do this. Well, go for it. TWHL does mapping planning permission now.
Zoning for maps.
I'm planning on doing this with my map. Sorry. There's an overabundance of that kind of map, I'm afraid. The council would never allow it. You can build a dust cloud. we're desperate for dust clones.
Said absolutely no one ever. Okay, this is the map. Got this room,
Awesome.
this glass metal divider, and this room with some grenades.
Awesome.
What were these textures intended to be? Soviet flag, Soviet flag. Anti-skybox. Seen quite a few maps
good
with
old
skyboxes,
anti-skybox.
and I don't think anyone should even be close to releasing a map with a skybox, so I whipped this up in about a minute. This is an example map for early mappers who haven't learned much. Especially teaches what to do and what not to do with skies. Yep.
Sure.
Let's see what it was all about. It included a text document, Sky Pro Cons.
Surely Sky's do's and don'ts. But sure.
Well, sometimes you need a sky, sometimes the sky isn't for you. You have to make that decision. I myself an anti-sky. Bad, better, best, I believe it was, or just bad and then better. I mean, we knew what he was talking about.
Bad, and bad.
Not saying any of them are especially good. Fair enough. Yep, we knew what that was going to be.
Yes.
DM Tree Forts, version 2. It's basically a dark field and a small creek running through the middle. Wait, what's that got to do with tree forts?
What do you say?
We won't get to see either because this link didn't work.
Ah.
So it'll remain a mystery for now. Half-Life 1 multi-level player.
Tree Forts, the name says it all. It's a field with a creek running through it. What about the tree fort?
Okay, I decided to submit this as a multiplayer map. Yes, I know it needs work. Any of you could, where in the map to place various spawns? It's going to be a deathmatch map. Every man for himself. Just in case you didn't know what deathmatch was.
This is a deathmatch map. Shoot the guns at the other players.
So I'm not sure what this map
What do
name
you
is.
mean there are no other players?
Multi-level player.
Yeah,
It's,
clearly you can play on multiple levels.
like, that almost implies to me he's trying to make a multiplayer map that has multiple levels, which isn't a thing and never will be. M. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Silent doors.
Yep.
No weapons so far.
I have some questions for this man.
The lights are nicer though.
I decided to release this as a multiplayer map. Right. Can you tell us how you came to that decision? And why?
Okay, second floor, same as the first. And like, actually the same. Okay. Can we have a good map now? Nope, definitely not. D maze.
You see what happens when you ask.
Oh no. Counter-Strike source. Strikes me as one of the first bad name sounding maps in source. We haven't seen Dust Clones or, well, none that we've been able to play. Not in source.
No. And we're very upset about it.
Livid.
Kidneyed.
DE Maze though. That name bodes poorly.
It does exactly what it says on the tin.
A maze?
No, D-mazes.
I'm less mazed than I was before. Oh good, it's got boxes.
Yeah.
You can shoot over. This could be
Guy's like... I looked at other maze maps and I decided they didn't have enough crates in. That's when I decided to make D-maze.
This could easily be a port of a Gold Source map. Is this? Why are we bombing it?
Please don't bomb our giant cigarette lighter.
It looks small enough that you could take it with you. Couldn't you steal it and then bomb it in your own time and place without counter-terrorist killing you? Something tells me there's not a whole lot more of this map.
It's just a giant cigarette lighter from a car. Oh, I definitely couldn't get through there. That invisible wall is totally justified.
This is the doorway that justifies the place of the map. Here's how we got in here. It all makes sense now. There's another one.
Excuse me, how do I get to the maze with the extremely apparently valuable cigarette lighters that terrorists might want to blow up? Oh, just head through the 2-story gate.
I am the MVP.
Huzzah!
Hollywood Holocaust.
Yeah.
Which,
Presumably
that's
based on
familiar.
Duke
A remake of the original Duke Nukem 3D's map with the same name. Now ported to
Yeah.
Spirit of Half-Life as a mini-mod.
I see. Interesting.
Right.
I happen to like that game and that map very well. I
Well.
hope this doesn't upset me in any way.
We'll see. Make no promises. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this thing. And this thing. And wait for that to take about an hour.
That looks like a screenshot from the editor. It does not make me want to download it. Try again. That's an in-game screen, and if you don't want to download it, you're an idiot.
Granted, the in-game screenshot doesn't look much better.
No, I think the original map might be more detailed than that. As in the build engine one.
Well, I suppose that there'd almost certainly be ways to get those textures. You probably could do it one to one, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Might not play the same because Duke Nukem can jump awfully high, but
And has a jetpack.
it has a jetpack. Alright. This would be H, presumably. Presumably? Duke Nukem 3D Remake, that would be it.
Yeah. Very excited.
I had to ask how Valve doesn't have a refresh Steam library button by now, but I suspect that's about the only instance where that sort of thing is necessary. How many people are still
Yeah.
making mods for Half-Life? Because otherwise everything's done in Steam. You know, you're
Yeah.
buying games or installing games with Steam. Frankly, I'm surprised it has the ability to do that from that at all. Check all these options because I'm not going to let me get blindsided by missing keybinds or anything anymore. Oh, good.
Ah,
CS Assault. What, do I have to do the whole? I'm going to open this up
yeah.
purely
It
because
does
I
say
probably
I
can't get.
mainly used.
Hey,
It does say I mainly used CS Assault mods textures, so you're going to need that one.
okay. Shame he didn't include it.
Yeah.
Made the entire, you know.
I would avoid checkerboarding this one.
It's only 500 kilobytes. He could have fit that in the size limit of the upload even.
Yeah, he could have done.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Like he even acknowledged I didn't include it. He could have. There's no reason why he couldn't have.
Check Wadfather and get chronic.wad. It's a set of some of the best city textures I've ever seen. Yes, I thought of this, but I like making textures myself. You used CS Assault.wad.
Good.
Oh, as soon as I have some basic idea of what the level will look like, presumably Hollywood Holocaust from Duke Nukem 3D, I will texture it.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, whatever
Trying to figure out
texturing work
where-
he was doing, it didn't do a great job of it.
I'm trying to figure out where we're starting from and where we're going. Ah, null.
Maybe he just was styled after it, though he did clearly use the word remake,
Yeah.
and that does have
Remake
certain,
would start-
certain connotations.
Yeah, a remake would start on the roof.
Yep.
Like the original.
Hmm.
Are these meant to actually be triggers?
Nope. Nope, invisible
What
wall
did
there
you
too.
do?
Let's go back around this way. This may be a controversial opinion, but this doesn't look or play anything like Hollywood Holocaust in any way whatsoever. Can I?
No.
Oh.
Right. I mean, still not seeing.
Okay, good. Now I'm just locked in here for all eternity now, because this door doesn't work. You can't get through those windows, and you probably can't get back over here. Hang on. Not that there's any more. Okay, you can get back out. But why?
My memories have been lied to. Well, they did just release. They did just release a mod called Half Nuked, where you can play as Duke Nukem. I'm not sure it would have helped in this case, but
maybe not
there,
this
there,
map.
but there that is.
So that was yeah, unfinished. Weirdly.
How strange! That's not the impression I got. It looked exactly like a bad version of the original.
Yeah, Captain Terror's being awfully generous in his critique. I understand this is a remake of an old game, so perhaps that accounts for the aforementioned criticisms. No, it's just shit.
Yeah, I understand this is a remake of an old game, but I guess that justifies that the old game looks better than the remake. Wait, no, that's wrong.
Oh, this link didn't work, and who knows what's supposed to be going on in it, so might as well finish on the last one I downloaded anyway. My first map I've ever posted on this site. You need TFC and TFC 2. What? Didn't include them because they were way too big.
Carve! Never carve!
Yep. Half-Life, presumably.
Also,
about
it's
playing
also
Half-Life.
it's funny how you made a skybox yet the map would still leak. Take off that skybox by learning.
By learning specifically.
Oh, by learning here, and then a link to a map vault. To a map vault entry.
I've already had 3 house maps as well.
Yeah.
Do I have the TFC WODs in here? Yes. 8, 19. I think he still could have gotten under the size limits, even if he didn't include them.
Yeah.
Barely, though.
I didn't include them because they were way too big.
Do you know the way too big? Okay. This big brick donut.
Yes. I have one of those.
No
Oh,
door
my
in this
BBD.
house. A good, what, 1.5 feet, 2 foot thick walls? 3 foot maybe?
Maybe it's a panic room.
And
You go
just,
inside the room and you panic when you look at it.
just strange construction going on up here. Yeah, it's probably a good thing you didn't include the TFC mods. Internet back in the day, you don't really want that wasted on shit like this.
No.
What a way to end it.
It's been a thing.
Jeez. What page are we on, just out of curiosity? Because we are getting through it slowly.
Page 117.
For the record, 173 pages of the map vault. I think I am around... Where would I be around? Around, let's say, 56? Depository, dust, aim, get some. Nope. We're on... The next one will be 58. So we are slowly getting there. All the streams I've done thus far have been a good... third, let's say.
Yeah.
So, looking forward to 5 Ways to Die. That's a name people recognise, right?
Yeah, it's one of Archie's.
Oh, that'll be next time.
Yay.
Half-Life Dance. Okay, there's some names that are interesting me. Soup Temple.
Soup Temple.
Alright.
Where we worship soup.
Wait, you gotta do it somewhere. Alright then. That's it from me, and thank you for joining me. Urby.
No problem.
I
It's been a thing as always.
it's always something.
It's always something. Every time it's something.
If it's not something, then what would it be? Nothing.
Bliss.
Alright. Alright then. I'll talk to everyone later, and I'll probably get you, Urby, back in again sometime sooner rather than later. It's
That's
amazing I've been
fine.
doing it for this long and I've only gotten you in twice.
It's always a pleasure.
Aye. Alright then. Bye bye, everyone.
Ta-ta.